Hello everyone, we have discussed about basics of engineering economics. Now we will study about the basics of engineering economics analysis methods. So what are the basics of engineering economic analysis? Engineering economic analysis. This engineering economic analysis is useful for evaluating uh, whether the project is beneficial or not. Project feasibility, project's feasibility, which is of course economic feasibility as well as financial feasibility. Now we will talk about different methods of finding out whether the project is feasible or not. The first basics method is payback period method. Payback period, suppose there is a project A which has the project cash flow of investment of I rupees and it yields annually a amount of rupees. Okay, so in payback period method we have our cash flows. We indicate the cash inflow with negative sign and other with positive sign. We have this number, we make a table from 1 to how many number of cash flow is being done in a project, and we do evaluate the cumulative cash flow. This is, suppose this is a 25,000, this is a 8,000, and this is again 8,000. Then 25,000 in the first year we have the 25,000 of cumulative cash flow. In the second year we have 25 minus 25 plus 8 is minus 17 cumulative cash flows, and so on and so forth. While evaluating this cumulative cash flows, we look for the sign change in this cumulative cash flows. Change in sign, this indicates that our investment has been recovered at this some point of year, which is an year, and this an year is known as the the number of year or period where our investment has been paid back. But here time value of money is not considered, so we have our new model of payback period, which is discounted payback period method. Discounted payback period method, where we simply just convert this value of money of the if this is the value of money at the end of the second year, simply end of the second year, or this is the end of the third year, then we convert this into the present value, present form. This is done by 1 plus suppose I is the interest rate, and this is the second year. Similarly, this is the third year. The original 8k is been uh, converted into the present value. This future value is converted into the present value, and this value is again added for cumulative addition is done. Cumulative addition is done, and this cumulative addition yields the cash flow, cumulative cash flow uh, of the discounted value, discounted, or simply the all net present form of this all cash flow, where if there is a sign change in the cash flow diagram, or simply cash flow of this cumulative addition. We record the year, suppose that is the mth year, and this mth year is the discounted payback period method. In any cash flow, the discounted payback period method is always greater than our simple payback period method, and this is how a project is evaluated about which year the project recovers the investment and starts giving the benefit to its stakeholders. This is our first form of evaluating project. and developing the economic analysis of project. The very second method is IRR, which is internal rate of return. This internal rate of return, it is an interest rate. Suppose okay, suppose we have a cash flow diagram, graph, where we have the cash inflow for the project and cash outflow by the project. And at the very beginning, uh, while our cash inflow is and we have the fixed interest rate I. Okay, it is interest rate. What is IRR, internal rate of return I star? It is the interest rate that is charged on the unrecovered project balance, that is charged on the unrecovered project balance of investment. Suppose okay, so unrecovered project balance of the investment, such that when the project terminates, the unrecovered balance will be zero. Okay, we can see the pictorially. This will be our simply internal rate of return. That is, if there is a remaining project balance in the investment that is needed to be recovered. Okay, this is a project P. I invest amount 20K in the project, and I have recovered about 10K from the project. Now we have our unrecovered amount of 10K remaining, and at which rate of return I star this project will give me money, such that at the end of the project year, end of this project, my unrecovered balance will be zero. It means, suppose we have a 2 years of tenure of this project, and from the first year I recovered 10K, and from the second year I need to recover 10K, so that at the end of the 2 year I have my balance, remaining balance or remaining unrecovered balance zero, and this required rate of return is known as internal rate of return, and this has to be greater than greater than marginal, uh, simply minimum so okay, sorry, this is minimum MARR. Simply, this is the rate of return. MARR is the rate of return, which is the predicted amount of rate of return of the money if it is being kept very safe. In generally, it is perceived that our fixed deposit yields some rate of return, and that rate of return is known as marginal or simply minimum attractive rate of return. This is very attractive, minimum attractive rate of return. This is generally given by the fixed this rate of return is indicated by the fixed deposit amounts in our banks generally in practice, but this has to be indicated in a question. So this is how internal rate of return or and payback period evaluates the project's feasibility economically as well as financially. Thanks. See you in next video.